officially back at it on Clone Zone. So, we're going to do a little reading. And we got my bird friends and the sun in the background. So, I thought this was a good spot. So, humanity's greatest mistake is being in separation. The illusion that light and the shadow were opposing forces at war. Things that dissolve as acceptance is achieved and integrated in this coming shift. Day and night find common ground. Everything of the old is burned into ashes as closure is achieved. And without that, history repeats itself. And that could be a personal thing or a global thing. And a lot of people are feeling a global thing happening. So, Aries purifies what was weak. Aries is the flame of creation. Fire doesn't wait to expand. It burns and transforms. It doesn't bring answers. It brings movement. What needs to be worked on? Things to help you cleanse in this time period would be water, salt, rosemary, and lavender. Purifying the inner temple after the fire inside. Then go out into nature, as it is the natural flow of the universe. Action is required for this change. No longer do we have space to carry unnecessary weight, and this process is only available for those that are ready. True alchemy comes from three paths. Direct, an invisible mentor revealing dreams, memories of the past lives, things that were already within. The second is from coded manuscripts and ancient texts. The third is mentors, and that takes dedication for years from another person. So before the spring equinox, the old ways and the old rules won't work. A new order begins. There's no retreat this time. Unseen forces come into play. The celebrity and the news won't tell you this. They won't talk about it. They're either ignorant to it, they are possibly compliant in a different scheme, or they're totally unaware. This is an inner and an outer reckoning. Clarity isn't always gentle. It shows the darkness and the light. Balance isn't just harmony and stillness. Balance is tension. Movement, a push and pull. Two opposing forces hover. Charged, like the pullback of an arrow or a slingshot. It's not an individual thing. It's a global thing, where old structures and belief systems are crumbling. People think true power lies in money, politics, military, when it lies actually in knowledge. The church hijacked this and hid the knowledge, and anything that was unquantifiable was discarded as untrue or ridiculed. Alchemy was reduced to a medieval superstition. The secret societies erased those people, and they lied on their names. The stone, is it or isn't it a physical item? You let me know in the comments. A person burdened with trauma and limitations can still become alchemical gold through the heart. The mind, it categorizes, analyzes, separates, and questions. The heart is the seat of unified perception. The seeker breaks through and accesses expanded consciousness. The heart is the key to the kingdom of heaven. Normal people are trapped in the chase for money, fear of the future, and guilt of the past, absorbed in external noise, and then they never notice the deep silence within them. The secret isn't a soulmate, success, a twin flame, material gain, or external validation. Those are traps. The The Heros Gamos is the process of reuniting what was separated within you, the secret behind Hermes Trismegistus, the six-pointed star to yin-yang, the inner sun and the moon, and vitriol. The division is internally, and then it makes division in the world. So for personal ascension and the moon, the third quarter phase of the moon brings real lessons, and be prepared for conscious action, purging old energies, and having an energetic cleanse. I'll put a link to a frequency I use in the comments. Eliminate anything that doesn't serve your highest self. You might have to separate from certain people, clean, change order. What are you ready to leave behind? Cut the energy ties and lighten the energy. Flow with the natural rhythm of the moon. The sun and the moon are working in harmony, weaving together the fabric of reality. The sun represents conscious action, vitality, and outward expression. The moon governs intuition, emotion, and unseen fields. That's why the stars in the universe are demonized in popular culture, so the hidden puppet masters could hoard them to have absolute power to themselves. In this next shift, you might feel mood swings, fatigue, scattered thoughts, while adjusting to this harmony.